Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Celebration Launch Success Training. This is definitely going to be the start of a strong start, and I'm so excited that you're here. My name is Kathy Ellitz, and I'm the National Field Trainer here at Lemongrass Spa. I'm actually celebrating my 25th year in direct sales. Now, my team was often recognized as the top team in my previous company, and I'm so passionate about you sitting here and learning some of the nuggets that I've learned. You can browse around my videos in Coffee with Kathy, and there are videos and audios in the new consultant area of our university. Listen, everything I do is for you. It's all designed to help you take off in your business. How lucky are we to be able to do what we do? So let's get started. What I really want you to be thinking about is, why did you sign up? What are you excited about? Now, I know all of you signed up because you're excited and in love with their products and what they can do for others, and by sharing them what this business will do financially for your family. That's really the best part of this type of business. You're starting your own business, and that excitement, that energy, that passion that you have right now, don't take it lightly. It is a thing right now, more than anything else, that will make you succeed over and over again. Tapping into the why and the passion. Listen, when you're new or restarting, there is something magical about that. There's something you can't really reproduce with this time in your business, so leverage that. Take that passion, that momentum, and share it. Share it contagiously with everyone you come in contact with as you're getting started. You know, when preparing for this class, I reflected back on my why, and of course, it's not the same as it was when I started my direct sales journey. I've had so many different whys, and yet the financial piece seemed to always be in the center of my why. In the beginning, when I started, I knew nothing about party plan. I had never attended a party. I was working full time, and I made a pretty good income. However, our plans to build a home surfaced a need for me personally to have some income that I could call my own. What I soon fell in love with as I invited others and I grew a team was seeing this business empower people to become better every single day and make a better living. Now, my why is about empowering you to become better every single day also. Now, I don't need a show of hands, but I'm sure many of you, if you could raise your hands, would say, I just signed up for the discount. You're thinking, I'm going to do my 3 parties and then scoop, right? Well, guess what? You're not abnormal. Lots of our successful leaders will tell you they started the same way. I have a friend that started with another direct sales company because her husband lost his job, and she was, at the time, a stay-at-home mom for 16 years. She says this, I was living the dream. She saw in direct sales she could jump in and make money immediately with very little cost. She was going to try it for 30 days with just 3 parties. Now, she had a big scary why. She felt like she had to succeed. Well, she's entering her 8th year, and she's one of the top earners for her company. When I interviewed her for this call, she shared with me that her why has changed. She's now changing people's lives, helping them grow and learn, and she's benefiting financially from the success she's helped others achieve. That incremental income by helping others, it is the beauty of direct sales. Maybe you know someone. Maybe you could get some incremental income by helping someone else. Okay, so think about your why. Maybe make it big and scary, but I want you to dream big, because you never know what's going to happen. During those tough times where you just aren't sure you really want to do this anymore, and trust me, we've all felt this way at one time or another. That dream that you're striving towards, it's what's going to keep you going. Now, some of you listening, maybe you're scared, maybe you're nervous, maybe you're not even sure you can do this that well. I want you to think about this. I want you to commit to yourself that every morning you're going to wake up, and before you get out of bed, before your feet hit the floor, I want you to tell yourself that you're open to any opportunities that come your way. It's a purposeful act. It's going to conquer your mindset and maybe the fear you may be facing. Maybe you want to write it down, keep it posted. That's going to get you to your why. If we have a fixed mindset and we aren't willing to be open to whatever comes our way, that why, it's going to be tricky. Now, I also want you to tell people, because if you haven't told anyone about your why, listen, it can be your mentor, it can be your best friend, your husband, it doesn't matter. Say it out loud, because then you'll find that you'll have some accountability. Maybe even consider a vision board. A lot of people create a vision board. They put their why up on their board. Big goals can go on your vision board because your brain starts to work. Again, if you're open to the possibility and you have your why, your brain will start to see that. Believe that you can achieve great things because, listen, every one of you can. If you don't believe in yourself, maybe just start faking it. Do this. Say this. I can do great things. I can get bookings on my calendar. I'm a great recruiter. Post that up. There's proof that our brain will listen to that. Now, there's a quote that says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way is true. All right. So let's talk about your business. Now, some of you are new, some of you are restarting. The magic happens with bookings. That's right. In direct sales, that's where the sweet spot of our business is. So again, whether you're a brand new consultant or you've been doing this for a long time, it's never going to change. That's always the sweet spot in direct sales. It's the bookings. So when you're tapping into that passion and excitement and you've got the mindset in the right place and you've convinced yourself that this is going to be an amazing opportunity for you, what you want to do is focus on bookings. Get some parties scheduled. Now, your first two parties should be your celebration launch party. And this should celebrate you. Make it special. Make it big. Fun food, fun drinks, balloons on the mailbox, music. It's a celebration. I always recommend 4 or 6 in-person events in your first 45 days. Why? Because listen, you are in front of the most people at the same time. Recently, I helped my friend launch his Rodent and Fields business, and guess what? They have no host plan. They're not a party plan company, yet they consistently start their new consultants out with 4 events. Again, it's because it gets you in front of the most people at one time. Can you imagine the difference doing a one-on-one for 10 individuals versus being in front of 10 people at someone's home? Listen, our goal here at Lemongrass Spa is to help you earn a first paycheck that you can be proud of. Typically, by the end of your second celebration launch or your second party, you could have the return on your investment of your kit back to you. Not to mention the amazing bonuses, excuse me, that Lemongrass Spa provides along the way because you are the host of your celebration launch. That's part of the host rewards. Now, when scheduling your 2 celebration launch parties, I recommend doing one on a weekend and one on a weeknight to give your friends and family a couple different options for what they're going to come and hear about and what you're going to share. Give them a chance to sample the products. These dates, by the way, should be spaced a little closer than your typical party calendar because, after all, these are practice parties with your friends and family. And then really just work to get people there. I mean, really, really work to get a lot of people there. You know these people are going to be the ones to book a lot of parties with you and support you in your new business. Now, I want you to take note of this. Now is not the time, as you're inviting your launch celebration friends and family to come over, it's not the time to be talking about selling your products. Because honestly, your friends and your family who you're going to be inviting to your celebration launch, they may not be as excited about your products, or they may not know that they're going to be excited about your products yet. But what they will know is they care and they love you and they want your success. So when you're going out, the verbiage is the key. Guys, the verbiage is always the key. So I want you to use something like this. I am so excited to have you join my friends and my family at my celebration launch party and hear about all my new business that I'm starting. I'm so excited. Your whole focus is your new business. It's the only time you get to say, I'm brand new, come and celebrate with me. Or, I'm relaunching our spring products, come and celebrate with me. We're going to have a party and celebrate. And they will come to realize that, again, verbiage is the key versus trying to sell your product. The invitation should always come with the conversation. Like, I just wanted to personally invite you to my event. Listen, you've got to be touching base with everyone for the celebration launch one-on-one. The personal approach, especially with this time, still wins in this world of social media and technology. The personal approach still wins every day of the week. Now, you want to remember this with every party, really, because your hosts, they don't know that unless you tell them. Now, after your celebration launch parties are set up, let's be thinking about a couple other parties for your calendar. Again, I would say in general, I would challenge you to get 4 other parties scheduled. Now, there's a launch list located in the new consultant area of the university. I want you to pull that out, print it, and I want you to circle as many people as you know well enough that you call them and say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I started this new business and I thought about you because. Now, I want you to fill in the blank. And then you want to say, I'd love it if you would bring a few friends together at your home and let me practice a hand spa with your friends and let them sample these natural skincare products. Would you be willing to help me out? Now, that would be something you'd want to say to those who are friends. And yes, you are asking those friends for a favor. Now, you're not always going to be asking for favors. That's what I love about this business. But in the beginning, guys, you have to be willing to put yourself out there a little bit. Again, go back to your why. You've got to be willing to put yourself out there in the beginning and ask for help because you know what? Everyone needs a little help getting started in a new business. You would do it for others, right? Is this feeling a little uncomfortable to you? Okay, let's frame your mind. I want you to think about something. If your good friend or family member called you and said, I'm so excited. I started a new business and I had to pick 4 friends to help me just practice my demo to get me started. And I thought of you right away. Would you be willing to help me get started by letting me practice with your friends? If your friend asked you to do that, you wouldn't be upset. You wouldn't say, oh my goodness, I can't believe she's asking me to help her out, right? No, you would say, oh my, I feel so honored that you chose me as one of your friends to get your business started. So I want you to think about that. Guys, it's not a big deal to ask a couple of friends to help you get started. And it's critical to the beginning of your business. So I want to encourage you, that's the first step in getting started. Okay, now that you have your party scheduled, let's talk about some of the things you need to have success with those parties, both with your launch celebrations and your other parties. Now, when inviting, you want to invite 3 ways. You've got Facebook, you've got email, you've got text, and you could also do mail. We have an application, a service, if you will, called Margo, which is free to you. And Margo can help you invite email, socialgram, which is text, and for an additional $5 per party and just the cost of stamps, they will send beautiful 5x7 mailed invitations out. It's kind of like happy mail. Now, remember I said earlier the verbiage is so important? It is here too. You're going to let them know that the key to having a successful party, which they're going to want to do, is how they invite their friends. So here's something you might say. Sandy, I want to help you earn lots of spending money for doing this party with me. The key is talking it up and being excited. Now, I help you with the invite process and some wording, and your excitement will get your friends there. Girls' night out, we're giving everybody a hand spa experience. It will be so much fun as everyone samples and smells all these natural products. Really focus on the fun that your friends are going to have. So there's the verbiage. Okay, our invites are out. Now it's time to party. It's getting exciting, guys, right? You've done a lot of the groundwork. You've done some tough stuff. You've gotten your party scheduled. I want you to become a student of the business. So located in the new consultant area of our university, there's a video on launching your business by Belinda Ellsworth. Now, I've also recorded an audio on using the launch list, on partner with your host, and it's showtime. Most of these are 15 minutes long. And by the way, you'll want to have a notebook that you will store just for these trainings. All right, we're ready to head to your party. It's go time. Time to start making money. And that's what we want to do here. I'm so excited for you. We're going to talk about preparation. And, I think at times the focus can be a bit off going into a celebration launch party for a lot of people. So I'm going to help you keep your focus on what you should be doing. And this will help you build a foundation for all your parties. Now, by the way, just a side note, I hope you've had the opportunity to shadow 1 or 2 parties. You've taken notes and you've studied to get ready for your launch party. So you're comfortable with your demo and you know what you want to talk about. There's definitely a benefit to rehearsing, practicing with your family, practicing with your kids, and shadowing. I remember when I started with Lemongrass Spa, watching a couple different people's parties just so I could see what they did, and wow, I got the best ideas. Looking back, I think to myself, I almost laugh about the things that I wouldn't have thought about doing, and I have a lot of experience in the party plan now. But you know what? It's just because I just didn't know. So make sure if you've not yet, you go shadow 1 or 2 parties. Your upline can help you with this. No one minds. In fact, they enjoy having people come to their party to observe and learn. And most likely, your upline has recorded their party for the long distance consultants they have, since everyone has YouTube. But I would say attend one in person if you can. Now, one thing I suggest that you want to do with every single host is to have an incentive where he or she has 8 or 10 buying guests at her party. Not outside orders, buying guests. Not a mom and her 2 daughters that just come, don't buy anything. Can you tell? This has happened to me. You advertise to your host. When you have 10 buying guests at your parties, you'll get, and you provide an incentive. Now, I typically give a product that's worth approximately $25 of value for having those 10 guests. Because guys, you've got to invest money to make money, and this is gold for you. The reason I don't offer an incentive for so much in sales is I think it's overwhelming. You've got to understand, we're kind of like a counselor to our host. A lot of this business is learning how to put yourself in the shoes of others. Really good people skills. So if you were having a party and someone said, you need to have $500 in sales, would you ever in a million years think that your friends coming over would spend up to $500 in sales? So listen, I know it's my job to get people to buy. That's your job. Your hosts, they don't need to know that. It's not their job. But I do know that I need people there, right? So for those of you out there, if I said to you, Sandy, I need you to get 10 of your friends over, doesn't that feel better than I need you to have $500 in sales? Of course it does. It feels easy because your host can control that. So I know some people train on dollar value, but I'm just not a fan of that. So the incentive is huge, and I recommend 10 buying guests at every party, even your launch party, right? All right. Now let's think about the party itself. I want you guys to consider having some note cards prepared ahead of time. Have you ever watched the morning show? Some of those morning show hosts, when they're interviewing, they have things they want to share that they're just not ad-libbing. They have note cards so they don't forget anything. And I know, guys, you're probably going to think, oh, I'll be able to wing it. You're going to say, I'm going to be comfortable. Well, I'm telling you, something crazy comes over you when you've got to get up and start doing this. I mean, you'll get nervous. So create note cards and start creating them actually when you're shadowing. Put down the things that you liked. Another thing I like about this business is we do have so much leeway to create our own personality, but that takes a bit of practice and experience. So right now, just follow and copy what you like, what you see, what you hear, and what you read that other people are doing until you get comfortable with adding your own personality and then tweak it. The real reason, guys, for the note cards, the #1 purpose of these initial 4 or 6 parties is to get bookings. Now, I know you're thinking, you just want somebody to buy something. I get it. But it can't be about the sales. Listen, I remember thinking, and I started with my direct sales business, oh my goodness, someone just buy something so it can be a legitimate business for me. Listen, the sales are going to come. Have confidence in Heidi and Brian. They would not be in business if they weren't selling. So let that go. You really only have so much energy to put out there. Spend your time on a skill, since you're new, that's going to be so rewarding, which is learning to book. And when you go in and you're thinking only booking, you know what? It sometimes isn't natural for you. That's why those cards are going to be so important, because you're going to be worried about talking about the products, and those cards are going to be placed by the products. That's right. On those cards, I want you to put B for booking, and that's a card to remind you to have a conversation about bookings. And then I want you to put 1, some cards are for recruiting. And that's going to be where you're going to share your why, what you're the most excited about using your money for. Now, I want you to listen to the booking training in the new consultant area of the university. And of course, there is tons of booking trainings in Coffee with Kathy. Just use the search field. Then I want you to make notes on what you've heard about booking seeds. Why having a party is fun. What our hosting plan is all about. Again, there's the audios located in the university and Coffee with Kathy. I want you to get comfortable talking about these things, and by having the note card, set it on the table, as you go to pick up that next product to share about it, you're going to see that booking card there, and you're going to say, oh, time for me to have a conversation about bookings, instead of, oh no, I forgot. Now, you'll want to have at least 3, if not 5, at these cards at your parties. I love, by the way, joining incentives for bookings. So I want you to think about what would be exciting for you. What do you love? What can't you wait to share about our products? What is a product that's your favorite? Because you know what? That's something we're investing into and giving away to someone that books a party. Your incentives go out as a secure investment. List some of your favorite items. Maybe ask your upline to help. What is he or she using and having success with when it comes to booking? Now, when sharing about our host rewards, you want to say something like this. Our hosting plan is so ridiculous. It's amazing not only what you'll get for free by getting a few of your friends together, but you'll also get up to 4 50% items, and you'll get tons of the items without paying full price. I'll have my calendar available. You can pick a date that works best for you and your friends, and you can pick from 3 of my top favorite products, and I'm going to give this to you at your event. It's my way of saying thank you and offering a fun incentive this month. Now, another one could be, this bundle is one of the most popular with our hosts. They choose it as one of their 50% items. They get up to 4, and the cost becomes budget friendly at just, and then you insert the cost of the bundle per piece. And then go on to say, the savings are crazy, right? They love that. People will love that. Now, I know some consultants provide incentives for qualifying parties, and you can do that also. Listen, you've got to decide what fits best for your business. A qualifying party could be 200 sales and 10 buying guests, or 10 buying guests and a booking. Again, it's your party. You decide. Now, if you head to the Coffee with Kathy group, I want you to think about looking up a fun booking game or booking scenario, conversation. So use the search field and type in the words now and later. And you'll see a video showing how to use those cute bags. It's got tissue papers, anything visual like that is always a great idea. In preparation for your launch, you've got to have some incentives to book also. You've got to figure out what's exciting to you, because that's contagious. You're always going to want to do something. Now, the main reason we have discovered that people don't book parties is no one asks them. Really, that's the #1 reason, and it's statistically proven. So guys, every person you talk with, you want to extend an invitation where you'll bring the products over to their home and you'll treat their friends to a hand spot experience. You never want to prejudge. Every person needs to be asked. If your focus is booking and you know you have to ask, or it will automatically be a no. Maybe put a note at your checkout to ask every person. Have your calendar out and your booking gift, that could be your visual. Listen, there is a full service checkout training located in Coffee with Kathy. It's a video. You can use the search bar, and that will share and show you some of the things that will happen during that checkout chat. All right, after your first few parties, I want you to check with your upline. In fact, after each party, it's critical you follow up with your upline, because if anything happened, she can coach you. There's a lot that can be salvaged before you close that party out. Do not skip over and close a party without checking with your upline. Now, listen, your upline, she's going to help you. She and I are going to make sure that you're confident going into your party. You want to have fun. It is fun. You're launching a new product line in your area, the new spring products. You're a pioneer because our company is relatively unknown. And guess what? That's pretty terrific news to share. Listen, everybody, thanks so much for taking the time to join me. Remember, I'm here to support you every step of the way. Bye.